Good morning, everyone. Good morning to you. Happy Monday. I do hope that you found some moments for rest and renewal over this weekend. I was looking for a book a couple days ago and was scanning my shelves, and as often happens to me, I saw, oh, what about this book? I forgot this one. And, oh, what about this book? I haven't looked at this one for a while, and so got a little distracted in the process. I don't know if that happens to any of you, but I guess I'm just easily distracted by books. But while I was looking for the book that I had in mind, I came across another one, a book of prayers, Prayers for 1,000 Years. It was a book of prayers and reflections and stories that were collected and printed right before the turn of the last century, last millennia. So I found a story in there that I wanted to share with you this morning. Here's the story. It's written by Derrick Jensen, who's simply identified as an environmentalist from California. So hear these words from Derrick Jensen. There is a language older by far and deeper than words. It is the language of bodies, of body on body, wind on snow, rain on trees, wave on stone. It is the language of dream, of gesture, of symbol, of memory. We have forgotten this language, forgotten it for so long we do not even remember that it exists. If we are to survive, we must again remember this language. We must relearn how to think like the planet. He goes on, I remember walking into a cold January afternoon several years ago. My breath hung white in the air and 2 dogs danced at my feet. I heard in the distance the clamor of geese, then stood speechless to watch a huge V fly low overhead. I opened my mouth to say something. I didn't know what it would be, and heard my voice say 3 times, Godspeed, Godspeed, Godspeed. Suddenly, and for no reason I could understand, I burst into tears, then I ran into the house. Walking back outside later and staring into the now empty sky, I realized that in speaking, not only had I been wishing the geese well for their journey south, but they had been using my voice and my breath to wish me just as well on my own just as difficult journey. This journey of opposition to the culture that is destroying life on the planet. The tears, it came clear to me, had been neither from sorrow nor joy, but from homecoming, like a sailor who has been too long at sea and who spontaneously bursts into sobs on feeling those tentative first steps back on solid ground back at home. If we are to survive, Derrick Jensen writes, if we are to survive, we need the planet's help just as it needs ours. To dismantle the walls we've so laboriously constructed to constrict our broken hearts, we must step away from our isolation from the rest of the world. There is a whole world waiting for us, ready to welcome us home. They have missed us as sorely as we have missed them. It is time. Return. Godspeed. I find so much in this little reflection by Derrick Jensen, but I think for me, I'm not a big outdoors guy. I'm very content to stay inside, read a book, watch a movie, cook something delicious, but I do enjoy walks and I do enjoy getting outside, but during this time of isolation, during this pandemic time, I have found myself craving the outside world a little bit more, which makes sense, right? But I've noticed myself looking outside the window a little bit longer. I've seen a coyote walk through our driveway. I've noticed myself just standing in awe of our sunsets. Some of our sunsets here in Colorado are so stunning and gorgeous. I've noticed myself looking at the moon a little bit longer, gazing at the moon and just seeing how the light dances off of the tree branches. I also very much over the summer enjoyed interactions with a hummingbird that came nearly daily to my garden to feast on these giant zinnia blooms. And so I've already purchased my giant zinnia seeds this year, hoping that hummingbird or some of its friends may come back. So I wonder, where are you finding connection? I think during this time of isolation, there's a desire to experience beauty, to see beauty, to break away from that isolation, to feel a part of something much larger than ourselves. So where are you experiencing beauty? Where have you experienced beauty? Where are you finding moments of connection, feelings of connection, or something belonging to something bigger? I'd love to hear your thoughts, and I encourage all of us Godspeed on this day, on this week, on this continued journey. I wish you all strength for the journey today, and I'll look forward to seeing you again. Have a good day. Bye-bye.